So there's a nice ship port, I guess, from a huge ass ship. And there is a nice marina directly next to the very small beach. And yeah, a friend told me Santa Marta does not have lots of a beach. So that was true, because it looks like all marina up to the end of the city. And of course the ugly beach line. A very good thing is my hostel is like literally, this house is beautiful. My hostel is like literally, I think 300 meters away from the beach. So if I want to take a swim, I can just get out in my bathing shorts, leave everything else at home and take a towel and go to the beach without having much of a risk. So I don't know what this is supposed to be when the ocean gets higher. I guess this is for, yeah, water. You can go this way to this street. Like that's what the water is supposed to be going when it gets very high. I don't know if the water even gets high in this part of the world. There are like tides, like yeah, when the water goes up and down. I don't know the right words in English for this. I think it's tides, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm gonna check out what the right words are for this, and I'm gonna check out a little bit more of Santa Marta, which supposedly is not that big of an attractive city, but anyway, we will see for ourselves. What do we have here? It's the old hospital. Now it's a marketplace, but it was a hospital once, Antiguo Hospital San Juan de Dios. They have this nice information thingies where they teach you about what the places have been before. Now it's a market. Let's have a look for the market. Yeah, sure, they have nice stuff. Lots of klimbim. It's not a hospital anymore, I guess. Or it still is, but you don't see it. There's no sick people here, so it doesn't look like a hospital. But it's cooler for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna buy now a bathing towel, and also because it's gonna be Christmas tomorrow, I want to buy a very tiny bit of beautiful stuff, like a bit of chocolate, maybe some Choco Crispies, maybe some bebida de almond, like an almond drink, some bits. Not too much, because we cannot spend so much money because we have a long travel ahead of us. But a bit is fine. I mean, Christmas is only once a year, and tomorrow I will most likely stay in Santa Marta and not leave the city. I guess it's gonna be like that. But maybe I go to Tirona, I don't know. We are totally free in the city to do whatever we want. I have also a little bit of work to do, so this could be also fine to write some Christmas invitations for my movie. Have to organize the other interviews. I already have 5 interviews for On the Search for the Grave for Camilo Torres. And yeah, I pretty much know who to ask for the next interviews. And so there's lots of stuff to do. Oh, there's a beautiful graffiti, I show you. This looks nice, I think. And this street looks like a normal street now. I like it because doesn't look as touristy as the other streets I was to. That's for me a good thing. I mean, we will hit Carrera 3 in a short while. And I will get the hang of the carreras because I didn't do this yet. I know my calle, so I know the side street where I live. But I will like, yeah, how do you say? Explore. I'm gonna be an explorer for my closer neighborhood now. So I want to see what is around my hostel. And I have you seeing this with me. This is a normal street, not too touristy. I live right in the middle of the tourist area, so there's lots of prostitutes, lots of restaurants, super expensive, all of them. And here's a beautiful graffiti, I show you. That's nice. This one's also nice. Lots of beautiful graffitis in this city. And about graffitis, there was like 10 years ago, a young guy, he was 16 years old, I think 16 or 15. He was not a criminal. He did some graffiti in Bogota and he was shot by a cop for doing the graffiti, I guess. I mean, the cop said that was the reason. Oh yeah, there are lots of broken down haciendas in this city, I show you. I saw some of those on the other pathway. Lots of those. We have one right in front, in frente, in mi hostel, also in front of my hostel. And this one is closed, nobody's in it, but the one that's in front of my hostel, people use it as a parqueador público, so as a parking lot. And they also, it gets used by lots of homeless people. So we have this right in front of my hostel, which is okay, I guess. It's not too bad. But I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of homeless people crapping and peeing all the time on the road. So this is not as good. But it's fine. I'm not afraid of these guys. They're just trying to shit. And they're accomplishing it every day. So that's good, because they have some food in their stomachs, otherwise they won't be able to shit. So that's my logic right here. This is Carrera 3, so it's very silent. And I'm looking for a real cheap restaurant. I want to have a real fucking cheap restaurant where the locals eat, not a tourist place, because I want a menu del dia that is not 25,000. I want a menu del dia that's like 14,000 or 12,000. That's what I always manage to find in Bogota, and it can't be impossible to do the same in Santa Marta. Let's cross the street because here it's easier than at Carrera 5. Carrera 5, I already realized, is the main Carrera with lots of shopping stuff. It also goes right through the tourist area, Centro Histórico, like the historical center of the city where I live. So that's fine, it's safe and lots of action, lots of fun. But I'm already aching for like, where are the corners that are used by the locals? This is a beautiful hostel. Caloa Casa Hotel, as a hotel, not a hostel. Casa de Cultura del Magdalena. It's shut down now, but looks interesting. Yeah, maybe we should buy some of this malaria medication. Malaria medication would be good before we go into the Tirona Park. But we could ask. We could ask at our hostel if it's necessary, because or we could just Google it, because not every national park and not every place needs malaria medication, and I don't want to give too much credit to the pharma industry, you know. So not too much credit, and also not too much credits. So like, I want to save my money and not spend it all for medicine. And maybe we don't even need Malarone. Maybe we'll eat it and then we buy it. It's not a big deal. But better to get no malaria at all. Yeah, that's the plan. Don't get malaria. Yeah, and that's also like, you know this from Bogota. It's pretty common. But I like in Santa Marta that they don't give a fuck. They don't even close the streets off, or they don't even do building sites. They just let it stay the way it is, and they'll be cool with it. So now, I don't know, just this area feels a little bit more of a local area. I don't have a clue where I'm heading, but the good thing is you will always find your way back with the Calle and Carrera system. In Europe, when you look at it, at the city map, it looks ugly, like all this 90-degree streets, so cheap. Like, how can they do this to their cities? It looks amazingly ugly. But when you are in such a city, you don't even realize it, because it's not all 90 degrees. No, it's not. It's more like, yeah, kind of 90 degrees sometimes. And yeah, this is Carrera 5, where we were before. And to go, that's a really big chain. Here in Santa Marta, it's like, it feels as big as McDonald's in European cities. So I will not buy food there. Every chain is a disaster and a fuck up and evil, always. I mean, maybe some chains start with a good intention of doing stuff, but they will all fuck up in the end. As soon as they get enough of the market, they will make the portions smaller, raise the prices, and they'll be like, yeah, no, fuck you, we won't give you that for free. I will now buy the rest of the stuff I wasn't able to afford before. It was a bit shameful, a bit just, because I went to D1, which is a pretty good supermarket, in my opinion, because it's cheap. And we did not have enough money for all the shit, like, not with us, because of safety measures. But it's fine, we will have enough money now. And we should do it right now, because it was almost pretty empty when we tried to do it before. So I guess now it will be even more empty, but we will buy it all.